Breakfast Club. It's Friday the 13th of February 2026, the last day of the trading of the week. I hope you guys are very particular about your entries today, because I'd hate to see you take any losses on the way into the weekend. So always be careful on a Friday, because of the potential for if you've had a good week, you end up giving back profits, or if you're on a slump this week and you take another big hit before you go into the weekend, it really kind of ruins your weekend if your focus is more about money than it is about happiness, or you think your happiness is linked to money all the time. So just be careful today. It's coming up, sawing up back and forth. It's not like really a wiki today that I could see. Mind you, the hourly has been chopping back and forth. We have the 3 a.m. candle, which is right 3 a.m. I think this is the one I'm using. So we're sitting right beside the 3 a.m. candle right now. Bounced off the 6. So I want to see if we come back to this consequent encroachment of this and hit this 724 all the way to 707. Let's see if we start going higher. We've tagged this last one up here multiple times. We're in a range extension now. We've broken structure here to the upside with a nice displacement candle. We've come back inside. We've tagged it. We went higher, and this whole retracement back again. I didn't really want to see this. I wanted to see that just kind of keep leaving from there. So we'll see if we can get back up on top of this 774 and 782 and see if we can't go higher from there. We can get back up on top of this 3 hour or the 3 a.m. candle and find some support at that. That's nice support off the mean threshold. I'd like to see that go from here. There's a little buy right there. Let's see if that holds there. So we're digging back into the BISI here. We still have this SIBI that's been untagged. Not a good sign. We start chewing up through here now. That's a full fill of that. And a full fill of this BISI. We have so many overlapping ones. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 overlapping. So that's it right there. You don't even want to see that. Start digging through that now. Anyway, let's have a look at are we even on this morning? Are we live? Are you guys with me this morning? Let's see where we're at. Who's first through the door this morning? Russell's the first through the door this morning. Good morning, good morning. And Hadi, good to see you. Let's see if we can send that up from there now. This is the macro time too, so this is the time to make your move, man. That's the very bottom right there. So $64. Send it up. See, we're not getting these big explosive late leaves, which is what I want to see. That I don't want to see get lower than that again. There you go. Take out that high. I'm going to move to break even. That's what I want. So now it's a stress-free trade. You can take one off there because that's what we do when we make the high. Is 862. I think you're, oh, you're already over that already. Send it. If you've got your 3 a.m. candle and NQ, you pop above, retest, send it high. That looked at here. You want to see that continue going higher now. That's your 3 a.m. entry for this next 3 a.m. run to the next little one above you, which is I don't think that's it. The one above you is going to be 994. Oh, I guess this is it right here. Right there. That's not, that's a 4 hour, I think. No, it's right at the edge of it. It's right close to here. So that's pretty much what we'll be targeting for right there. So now we've got another little turnaround here. They're really kind of Small little spins, nothing super clean yet. Morning, Shepherd. We're already back through this one, so that was a snapback. Take me out. Let's just wait and see what we get now. Let's retest here. We already ripped through this one. Let's wait for the open. The open may send it higher. What do we get up here? Keep in mind on your ES, you still haven't had your bull trap hit or this discount box hit. Not giving us a clean exit. Morning, Hans. We got this little guy right here. I want to see us just close above that. See if we can get on top of this candle and start pushing higher now. It's good. Right there. Nope. I don't see anything in here other than this little tiny imbalance. We're already through this already through a wick, so we'll see where that's going to close. And then, yeah, it's way back here already. And that's on the wrong side of that. We're on the wrong side, that's going lower. So choppy stop run here. Now, if that continues going higher, that's not for me. It's chopping back and forth too much. We've got that reverse here. Not getting any big candles to get out of here. And we're already back past that. We're through this one here. This one's already been hit. So this could be a run. Always cautious when I see these ones that don't get tagged here. Like if you don't get a nice kick off of them and send them higher, that we like to come back and revisit them. So we'll see what happens here. A diesel 830, that's right. Retest here, all the way up to here. Tag this a little low. There's the retest there. I like to see it just keep running down. Take that low out there. Come back, use the wick as support, and keep driving down. Looking for a retest. I don't think you have bull flag down here, or bull trap, and that little sibby down there. See how we've been with the 3-hour candle. You've got your run above, run below, run below, run above. So on our little bot, we've got this We've got a single trade for the day. That would have been there, and you would have been done. As soon as it hit that, you would have been out. And it won't give you anything else until the next day. Or you can toggle it off and try it again, and you would have tried it again, and you would have lost, and you would have lost, and you would have lost. So that would have been 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So that's the tag we want to see there. I want to see it keep coming lower now. If it's got some intentions of getting down lower, I want to see that hold price and send it lower now. Send us through 830, the D's 830. That means we would have swept the lows. We would have swept the highs, come back through it, tag it, and then send it lower. I think that's your Hadi 830, is it not, Hadi? Highs, lows. This is a perfect Hadi setup we're coming into here. So you want to see it travel through this candle, come back to it, tag it, and send it lower. That'll be our send it home, Hadi. Send it home. Oh, it'll happen, Hadi. It'll happen. Good morning, Ollie. We're looking for the infamous, albeit lovable, Hadi's 830 setup. We've had the low swings, we've had the high swings. We want to see it close through here, tag it, send it lower, which should comply with our rule for no-go zone. If we trade through that, come back into it, send it lower. This fits Darren's attack, a consolidation model on the daily frame. Mm-hmm. Those equal lows look so tasty at 124, 151. At least if we can get down to 408. I'd like to see 408 get tagged today. We still have 520, 545, and 424. Morning, Abs. Well, doing good, buddy. How's you? I'd like to see this. Right up inside this. You could say a mitigation block, but it would be the parent run of that hole. It didn't even take out the high, so let's see it send it straight down from here now. Just to do this morning, still won't be here for long. That's okay, buddy. You have a safe day. Go into the weekend with some work, your friends, hang out with the family. Oh, I thought for a second you were like, you won't be here for the long. It's like, no, we're looking for a short, man. This is right inside the no-go zone now, so I'd like to see that send it lower now. Let's come back up into that. Send it down. It's right on the midnight open too. I was up early this morning, took some trades up on the green, so I'm staying out. Yeah, I see what you're looking at there, Hadi. This guy here. If we get through that 5-minute level right here, if we drive that fast through here, I'd like to see us get some momentum and start sending that like right down into the weekly low there. That'd be like last Friday's low. Still holding up. Too much chop in here though. I'd like to see it just, if you got intentions of going lower, go. Because if this waffles around in here now and then sends it up in the open, take out these highs and then run it back down again, that's the it's the crouching tiger, right? Yeah, that'd be good. This, I'd like to see this get back up into here. And if we can clear that, then that 856 looks good. We're back into this. We're just tagging this block here. So you can argue both directions now. One, I'd like to see that go higher. This one here, it didn't hit our no-go zone, but it has hit our mitigation block here. Come lower right now. So this is like pausing in the middle here. Run up, take it down. Give people the impression we want to go higher, and then reverse it. Slam it in. Where's the potential upside? 835. Oh, right there. 864. Is that what you just said there, Ollie? 864, yeah. 864 to 878. I like 864 to 878 there. There. To there. Oh no, Friday the 13th. Here we go. Right on our target right there for the no-go zone. I want to see it clear this. Otherwise, that's a tag and send it lower. and we don't get what we wanted up here, but we're just getting started, so we'll wait and see. Good morning, Paulette. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Hope it's nice and warm down there. There she be. Come back, give this a little tag, get a close above here, see if we use that. This is all moving real quick, so we might just see big bold candles ripping through all this stuff. Looking for that level right there. I think that's it. That's the premium box, just tag there. Now you want to see this get hit. Good. Now you want to see that go higher. Find support here. Send it up higher. Next 24 seconds, you want to see it above here. Let's come back into this candle. Right into the mean threshold. That there is right there. One more little pop there. Let's see, that's choppy, man. That's not hitting perfect levels now. That was nice. That's exactly it, Hans. That's this one here. Just clip the edge of it right there at 800 to 804. We're trading in the middle. It's not even a clean Judas swing. Hey, Ollie. You wanted a clean Judas swing so you could get in and go out. Now it's just chopping back and forth. It's all Judas, up and down all the time. We're in the middle of this range. So, and Hadid's 830 is the one that's splitting it all. So no trade before 950. If 930 has no fair value yet within the first 5 minutes. If 1010 doesn't give us a clean price action, do not trade AM. Wait until PM or no trade today. All right, let's use Ollie's rules today. We're going with you today, Ollie. We're going to go with your rules. CPI rules. So we're looking for 930. We've just had 930 here. We're looking for the first, looking for a fair value gap in the first 5 minutes. So we're at 937. We don't see a fair value gap. So according to Hadid, if he closes below here and comes back and tags that, he's taking that short. He's going to go short right there. You're short now, right, Hadid? Wow, you went risk-free real quick, hey? Yeah, I was going to say, you must have gone risk-free pretty quick. That's still potentially just tagging the consolidation here and still going lower. So it's just too choppy for me to touch that right now. Now, when do you enter again, Hadid, or do you enter again after a low is taken now, or do you just keep re-entering every time it hits 830? Like, what's your logical entry there? Because so right now we're using Ollie's CPI rule. I'm going to make sure we got these CPI rules. I'm going to write this down. Let's see if this pans out. No trade before CPI rules. No trade before 950. Wait till 10. Got your rules, Ollie. There's the retest of the discount zone there. So you went back in again, hey? Depends on your bias. I'm bearish now, so out. Love it. Done. It wasn't clean, Hadid, but it was very close, man. Very close. So that's the question: is once you're out, when do you get back in again for the next? Oh, you wait for the next revisit, or do you just wait for this to close below here and retest? Like, you got to have a set of rules there, right? This may leave without me. That's okay. I took another short after close below that again. Where do you pop a stop from there? If we can't get back up through here and start targeting that other level. So this is the big Judas swing. Yeah, that's a ripper. into the premium there again. That's a full fill of that. Looking for this target up here. Yeah, we got a change in direction here. It's a tag there for a long. We know trade above there until there, and then we took this one out. So this looking for this mean threshold to hold price and send it higher now. Looking for that to continue going higher. She's out of here. I'll be right back. Not quite our zone that we're looking for, but right back into the middle again. Mean threshold, look at that right there. That's like you couldn't be any more in the middle of that range. I'd like to see that go higher now. Good thing, Abs, you're not missing much, man. It's just chopping people up. Enjoy your weekend, buddy. We lose that mean threshold here. Look for a retest of this down here. Didn't lose it yet. Still holding it. No bodies violating that level. Let's see if we can get it back up into here. That'll put us around that 10 o'clock zone that Ollie's looking for. You might have to put an idea. I got an idea for you, Hadi. If you, relative to where this is at, if your 830 is here, look for the previous order block, or if there's a consolidation, you know, you can look for a retest of the consolidation for a CAM model entry, which is pretty much right there on your 830 as it comes back into this CAM model. Tags it nicely right here, right there on the 830, and then sends it lower. So you can keep using that order block that's right behind it. So if wherever your 830 is, look for the first bold candle behind it, stay above that, put you right in that 50% of this consolidation. So far this is still accelerating. So your stop loss would be, unless you just do this, as soon as it hits it and takes out the low, you go to risk free right away, and you don't want to see it come back and revisit the 830. But that might give you a little bit of wiggle room there for the first order block being like a bull trap. You want to be sitting right above the first bull trap after the 8, or before the 830. That'll be your safety zone, and then you allow it to, even if it comes back a couple of times and then leaves. I'd have to back test that on multiple different 830s just to see if that rule would hold true. But it's a rule, you're welcome to it if you want to test it and try it out, or just ignore it. If you got your own set of rules, forget what I'm saying. Yes, sir. That's why we need to have a bias for 830 strategy. Yeah. So this is, I expect to see this just leave from here, right? We're just inside this range here right now. We found support off the bull trap. Its mean threshold's holding. You wanted to see it go higher. It wicked up and then came back down. Wicked up, Look at that, right back up into a premium portion of this whole range. And now we're seeing it come back down. So now look for a retest of this discount box down here. There's no reason why it should come back into this again, unless it has intentions of coming here. And see how that mean threshold right there is now closed below. Looking for this, and then retest this, and then see if this holds. We keep going lower. Right off your 830 again. Not that this is a strategy at all, but it's a key level we look for every morning. So it'll be interesting to see how we act off of this drive into here, and see if we use this and this as our next little stepping stones to go lower. So we're targeting here now. Again, I'm just trying to stay on the horse. I'm not trying to validate anybody's trade models here. I'm just trying to stay on the horse right now. So if we close above this level, we've swept this low here, couple of little ticks, being all sassy on us here. If we close above here, I'm looking for the mean threshold of that candle right there. Oh, you're welcome, Hadi. Try it out. See if it's a rule you can apply, or if it's because initially the stop loss is where you want to think, where am I going to give this some room to run, right? So if we use the bull trap as our, you want to see it trap it. So if it does come back, you want to see it trap those longs and send it lower. That's how I kind of look at that, as using the bull trap to your advantage with your entry level. And you give it a little bit of breathing room, right? So Ollie, you've run out the highs now. Your rules are, if you see nothing, no clean price action till 10, between now and 10:10. Then you wait to the afternoon. Is that it? Got it. Makes sense. See you later, Hadi. I prefer to enter the weekend with no trade than a blowout. Yeah, good idea. What we're talking about this morning, right? You got to be careful with Fridays. You don't want to enter the weekend with a blown account, or you don't want to enter the weekend with multiple failed trades, because it just keeps trading back against you. And right now, price action is not clean. So leave your caviar dreams for another day. You too, Hadi, have a great family weekend, man. Enjoy your family, enjoy your kid, wife. Hope you have a great time, man. Hope you have a great weekend. Yeah, it's just chopping back and forth. Look at that. Even that 15-minute is just sawing stuff up. What's an hourly? Even the hourly doesn't even look. It's a slow, insidious grind back and forth. You know, you want a clean action like that and just leave, right? You don't want to see this kind of chop shop stuff. Going into Friday, let's have a look at TGIF Friday. Not that that's in the cards. We got Monday right here. So this is the high. If this is the low, a TGIF Friday would be somewheres around right where we are. It'll just chop back and forth all day today. Right? That would be where you smash back and forth and stay in here today. And then Monday, open up, come back into this daily SIBI, institutional order flow entry drill, for a run down lower. So unless this afternoon this takes off on us, you can anticipate it's going to stay in here for the rest of the day. It'll come back up into that little zone there. Unless it tears off, runs for that rejection block I was looking for earlier, but I don't see it coming now in the immediate future. So we're sitting right in the no-go, or the no-go, the TGIF Friday retracement level. So that's where we could sit, which is ideally, if you want to see this as a continuation model or an extension model, I want to see this end up as a very small candle. And then Mondays open up into here and give us a nice little institutional order flow entry drill on Monday, and then send it lower for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Tuesday, Wednesday, set a low. Thursday, retest. And then Friday, keep sending it. How's that? That's what I want to see. I'll put it in here because I think that is potentially the idea. So we'll see this end here Friday. Monday, we see it come up into here. Now this has got some wiggle room. It can come anywhere inside here. Ideally, you want to see just a little pop above this candle, and then maybe up to the consequent encroachment of this. So you don't want to see it go any more than the consequent encroachment of that. You want to see a portion of this stay open, and then you want to see it roll over, come lower. And I'd want to see something like, oh, well, that'll be like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, retest here, and then Thursday, or Friday's there. So it'd be like this: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, okay, and then Thursday retest this zone right here is what I'm looking for. Right? So if we go up here, drop down, take out the low, come back into this for Thursday reversal, back into this zone, and that can, you got to give it some wiggle room here. So you can see this thing coming up into here, anywhere inside this box. Again, ideally would be consequent encroachment, and then send it lower. So Tuesday could come all the way down to the bottom of that, do a little pop below. Now, this Wednesday, if it takes out that candle's low, we could see Thursday do this and just keep going lower. So depending on what Wednesday does, if we don't take that, yeah, I'd like to see Monday, Tuesday make our run down after Monday. Tuesday make the low. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, that's what I'd like to see ideally. How's that? It's like I'm form fitting, like it has to do this. But if we look at our typical setups that we'd like to see, that would be the institutional order flow entry drill. Drop down. Oops. Well, I'll leave that back there. Drop down, take out the rejection block. Now that it could do this kind of thing. Just get into the rejection block. Then we could see Wednesday come back into, no, I wouldn't want to see that. I want to see this act like our no-go zone, like a no-go zone here. So I want to see it has to get below here for Wednesday, come back, or Tuesday, get back into here, and then send it lower. So this is our wiggle day. I'd like to see that get into here. Maybe even Thursday would be the reversal day and send it lower. Thursday, then Friday's here. I guess I'm getting ridiculous with it now, but this would be Friday's retest. That will be Friday's TGIF Friday. In here, close up the week in that zone. How's that? That's my prediction for next week. That's what I would like to see. Ideal price action would be that really cool. As long as that doesn't, if that just totally screws my whole idea up here and that closes back in there, then that just screwed my whole 5 minutes of fun just thinking about how that could make it there. All right. Does that make sense, you guys? That was fun to play. So we'll see it. Oops. Put that back. Put that back to 1 hour. Ah, damn it. Caviar dreams. I just dream of fish and chips. That's your caviar, man. Fish and chips on a Friday. Head off to the pub. Have a pint, some fish and chips. Talk about your day. Done for the day, folks. Happy trading. Thanks, as always, Darren. Appreciate you. Appreciate you too, Ollie. Thanks, buddy. Have a great weekend. If we look at Mark 3, we have closed an hour bar over the 3 a.m. Yeah. Well, we haven't closed it yet. I haven't seen it close above the 3 a.m. candle yet. We've had lots of multiple closes of 5-minute candles above, below, below, above, below, above. That is no thanks. That's multiple losses. 1, 2, 3. No, that would have been a 2 because that consequent encroachment would have held. That would have been the loss. So that would have been 1 loss, 2 losses, 3 losses, 4 losses. That would be 4 losses right in there off that 3-hour candle. Welcome to Friday's machinator. And if you just look at the range inside here, you trade back into the SIBI, but look at that wick. That wick would have taken your stop loss out. If you're looking for a nice little entry there for a long, off of here inside the 3 a.m. candle, that wick there would have just frustrated you and taken you out. You had a full loss on that one. And then gone in the direction you wanted it to go for the equal highs. Eek, ugly. Then you get another one here. Body trades above this SIBI. Trades back into it. Keeps going higher. You're targeting here now. So this is the only other entry right now that's going. But how many times do you want to get beat up before you go, oh, there was a nice entry there? Emotionally, you would have been beat up so much in here. You would have been like, screw that noise. I'm not taking any more losses, because you're like 4 for 0 or 0 for 4 right now. So if you did a little dine and dash on Hadiz 830, as soon as it runs for the lows or the discount box, take your money, run to the risk-free moment, and get out of the trade. Here's your reversal. That's only one reversal. Take out the highs, hits the premium, pay yourself. Box to box. Done. Takes out the high. You're looking for a reversal. Anything up inside here would have traded through it. Looking for a run back down to the discount box. Didn't hit it. Mean threshold was broken. We did not get the run down here that we were looking for. See how the price act. Typically you see that 50% of that candle get taken, we would see a run into this, and we didn't see it. So that definitely failed for a run here. For my ideas anyway, for my setup, that was my rule for that to hit it. You clearly see it didn't work there, right? So that's like frustration. Now, does that rule not work? No. You would just see that it didn't work there. So you just need to know how many times does it hit that rule and hit the level we're looking for to validate it's a meta program in your brain. How many times do you need something to be proven right before you believe it, right? Or does it only take one time to be proven wrong that it never works for you? Like it's never reliable, right? Nothing's 100%. So anyway, we got another low taken here, fair value gap, run above it, come back inside it right here, slight drop below, give it your wiggle room, which is your BISI right here. That's your rule. My rule is if it breaks that, I'm usually out of it. But if I've got a BISI that I'm still inside, then I'm going to treat that as a wiggle room. So I'd sit down in here. You'd be heading higher, look for a premium up in here. There's a little tiny guy right there. You hit it there. That's a box-to-box run inside here. Again, this is not tradable. This is just staying on the horse. I'm looking for specific data points now, so I'm not looking to make a trade. I got nothing in here. This mean threshold, now that we've traded above that bull trap, come back into the mean threshold of that now. And we'll see how precise these points are. I'm looking for 50% of that. Look at that. That's what I was just talking about right here. Right there. Hold it, send it higher. And if we drop below that, we've already hit this. So for me, there's no reason to revisit this down here. We should just keep sending it higher off of there, right? Because we've already went through here, came back, validated it, sent it higher, come back inside, finally cleared the bull trap on the upside. Now you want to see it come back, tag it, and leave. So you got 1, 2, 3 levels. You came back into one right there, nice little tag, and then you want to see it leave, and it comes back into again, finally hits the mean threshold. See how this candle coming down? Not what you want to see. We've already hit this level, right? So there's no reason for it to do this unless it's going to work its way through here and come back down into this discount box again. This guy right here. So to me, it's not even logically moving. It's just jumping back and forth. And if it's not working the way you want it to, move to the sidelines. And you see these other traders are already left the room already. It's not working the way they want, right? And I'm not taking a trade there, so I'm staying out of that as well. ES is just as sugary as as this one. It's crap. Not worth playing in. Let's have a look at some other charts. Dow Jones is not good. Wow, that's a nice box to box there. Premium hit it perfectly, and now we're right down into the discount portion of that range on a 15-minute chart. That's an hourly chart, and it's choppy as hell. Your 5-minute chart, not really giving you much there either. Bitcoin, oof, look at copper. Look at copper. Egads, man, that's a smash. We're going to see what we get here for the TSX. These are two scenarios. Bitcoin, let's have a look at Bitcoin here. Oof. Trade below it right here, and it actually takes out the low. So look for a retest of the low. So that's your range extension. The continuation model now is a retest of this low and the last down close candle. Stretch it out. That's a bull candle, so bear candle. Right here, there. Trades through it. 1, 2, 3. You get 4 opportunities to catch that for a short. And away you go. Takes out the low, pay yourself, and let the rest ride. There's an institutional order flow entry drill. Continue running lower. And if you're using a Model 3, you don't have a Model 3 reversal yet, so you're still in this short. You still let that go. You're sitting right here. There's a small little, no, there's not there. I guess you're up here still, above the bull trap. So you have to give this a lot of room. If you're in profits already, that's the wiggle, that's the huge room you're giving it to continue going lower. Or you could say, if this is my bull trap, I want to make sure this bull trap holds me, so I'm going to sit right there. So you trail your stop to there. If you lose that on the upside, that's the potential market shift to run to the next bull trap there. That's how I would look at that anyway. Gold. Since 9 o'clock, 8:30 this morning, 6 o'clock. First little bull trap right here. Close above, come back. That's a nice entry there for a long. To the next bull trap. Wait for that bull trap to get taken on the upside and then get it retested right there. Send that higher. Takes that high. Pay yourself. Or rejection block. Pay yourself. Change in direction. After we swept this low, we want it to go higher. Use it as support. Don't like that, but sends it. You want to see it break rejection block, break the high. So you want to see that keep going higher now. You don't want to see that level get broken again, because the swing is way down here. That wick becomes important. Break it into quarters. Silver. Change in direction. right here. Silver enters for a long inside the range. Take profit model 1 would have paid you inside here. Change in direction, though we have not had a run above a high yet. Retest, go lower inside this range. You're looking for at least 50% of that range. Just so you can see these little areas right there. See that one there? Change through it, come back to it, look for 50% of this range. There's 50% right there. You just drop into the discount portion. Then you want to make sure this candle gets taken to the upside on a close. It does. Look at that. We trade all the way back down to the bottom of it. Send it higher. Take out the high. Look for this one to get retested. It does. Sends it higher. You want to see this one get retested. You don't want to lose the mean threshold of that. Comes to the mean threshold right there. And then boop. Pops through it here. Gives you one test to get out. Goes lower. Imbalance. Now we've got this one here. So that's your bull trap. Here's your reversal. Get one on top of here. Look for that to continue going higher. If this finds support off of here, you want to see that roll over and clear out. You're looking for this mean threshold of 50% again. This old 50%, which is the consequent encroachment or mean threshold of this last down close candle. So watch there. Right now you've got support to go lower. You're below this level. You're inside it. Send it here. See if we can get through here. And then target down here and here. So inside that zone. That's where I'm looking at right now. Nothing's bullish yet. You want to see that go lower. There. Chop, chop. That's just choppy, man. It's stay out of the market day, man. It will chop you up. I should see one of these little diamonds on the next no, gotta wait for this candle to close below here, then we should see a diamond on the next candle for the next day. Citigroup, look at that. That's what we we're worried about, is that we didn't break this high, that we trade back into the zone, and you wouldn't want to see it break through the zone. It broke through the zone right there, came back inside, and now we're right through that mean threshold big time. So looking for this order block here to get traded through. You see how we started out below the breaker. So now I want to see this breaker hold price. That becomes the daily breaker. And I won't call it price imbalance. I'll call it so that's where you want to see if it holds here, rolls over and continues to come lower now. I did not anticipate this going higher, but the fact that it did and then ran all the way through our zone and quickly ran out the highs. It ran for liquidity that was wanted to go short on this, quickly took them out. Now it's paired up with the people who wanted to go. They engineered some liquidity to go long here. sent it right up. Now you're taking all these guys out. So your highs and your lows in this zone here have now been cleared out. Now you want to see if this uses this BISI or this breaker here to go lower. And then we're starting our run down into February, March on our low, right? That'll be our reversal back into March, April, and then catch a run higher. That's ideally what I'd like to see. Typically you see that happen in July or January. There's that little run above a high. It occurred just like a week later. If you look at your seasonal tendencies and stuff, you usually see a high in January or February, and mostly January, I think it is. Not for banks, but that's just an overall kind of setup you want to see. Look at that, even that's choppy. Everybody's choppy. I want to see Disney now. Muck about in here. Come back, give that a little kiss, and then roll over and come lower. We're looking for the discount box. We're looking for some discount in Disney. All our guys are kind of rolling over. You want to see them just continue rolling over and looking for our seasonal runs on the market so we can get some deals. Energy, that's what we want to see. Come on down. Come on down. This one is I don't know if anybody gave me this one. I think somebody gave me that one. So this is the one that's actually up for grabs. If anybody has a chart you want me to look at coming up for April, May, let me know. See you later, Hans. Oh, I missed him. It really is. I've been on a 1 minute, 2 minute, 3, 5, 15, 1 hour, and I can't see anything clear at all. Nope. There is not. And you got a nice big hourly candle. Is only 30 minutes away from closing above that 3 a.m. But not that I would choose anything in here right now. I don't care what it's doing. There's the consequent encroachment of that 15-minute one we were looking at way over here. Remember this guy right here? That's what we're hitting right now. And if you close above him, then you're looking for running higher. Which throws off my whole little next week candle thing that I was enjoying there, making up that idea. Okay, I think that's going to be it for me, you guys. I don't see anything in here either. There might be something this afternoon, but keep your eye on that 20 to 30% of the weekly. If we run up higher now and settle back down into that TGIF Friday, down and like settle back down into this mess again, then we'll see what happens for next week. There's the close above. I want to see this hold support now and keep going higher. Not that I want to support any trades here now, but anyway, that'll be it for me. I'm done for the week. I'll see you guys. Be careful. Be careful, be careful, be careful. Watch your six, man. It can turn on you. This is not showing you clean price action right now. So be careful, and I'll see you guys on Monday. Have a good weekend.